In the days before the 4th of July, thousands of people in Richfield momentarily put aside facts and figures to instead consider.
We've got their boots, like a spare pair of their boots in front.
The price of freedom.
It's a sense of loss, but it's an honor to have them all here with us like this.
Best Buy's Chief Information Officer Jody Davids invited the 23 guests of honor into the halls of corporate headquarters.
I come visit him in the morning and before I go home.
With the hope employees see beyond a heart-stopping gaze or signature squint.
I can stand here and I can look into his eyes, and in a sense he's here with me in a way that I can't anyplace else. I can't in front of a photograph, and I can't in front of a granite memorial with his name etched in stone, but I can standing right here and face to face. It's just incredibly powerful.
In the Eyes of Freedom Memorial, the Star Marine with the half smile is her son.
It was one of those letters that says, if you are reading this letter, then the worst has happened.
Summer of 2005 brought one of the highest death tolls of the Iraq War. Jody was living in Ohio when her son joined the Lima Company Marine Reserve Unit based out of Columbus. A single roadside explosion took Wes Davids.
Her son was on my vehicle and was killed.
Along with 5 others in these paintings.
We were shoulder to shoulder, and just dumb luck, the blast threw me from the vehicle. It hurt me badly, but it didn't end my life. And she doesn't have a son anymore.
Survival gave Corporal Mike Straley a new calling.
8 life-size panels of these men. It brings the sacrifice that sometimes can be put at the back of their mind. I mean, it's putting it right here in front of their face.
He now carries his friends.
Now I've got this in. I would say I try to keep up with them.
From the combat zone to Canvas, making sure the traveling memorial is seen in nearly 50 cities this year. The latest stop is in Lakeville.
Perfect.
And at every glance, they are all perfect.
I'm going to start with the boots. Dyer.
In the eyes of Anita Miller.
Whiteman, guy on the left-hand side, looks like a teddy bear.
Her artwork has made her Lakeville's famed daughter.
I grew up here in Lakeville.
And today, she's brought her sons home.
And when you look into their eyes, it doesn't matter where they're from, because they're everyman.
Anita is a mother who had no connection to the military until the tragedy of Lima Company, when the 24 men died within a 3-month span. She painted for what they'd given her, for the love they left behind. 5 years ago, I was working as a reporter in Ohio when I followed Anita for more than a year as she painted these 23 men. Back then, she envisioned a traveling memorial, a tribute that's now landed in her home state. Life-size portraits required an addition to her studio and a meeting with every family to capture the men just as they lived.
One of the family members called me recently and said, "You know this is alive, don't you? These paintings, they're breathing, they're living, and our sons are working through them, and they're still working on a mission."
Still serving, miles away from that cruel desert.
We're ready.
With sacrifice standing tall.
That's the boys.
In the middle of a Minnesota Main Street salute.
It's a gift of their life, and that's personal for all of us.